Good morning. I want to talk about last night. We had an event, and what's interesting, it was a men's event, and what's interesting is that we were only advertising women's event for a women's event, and men signed up. So with my collaborator Lynn, we put together a program for the men. And it went very well. There may be a whole nother market space for her there that we're going to continue exploring. So we had a great call. The attendance is still low, but we feel like we've crossed the "and they tell two friends" threshold. Which means that attendance will start ramping up, just due to the fact that we're impressing the people that are showing up. They like what's happening, and they're telling us that they're going to bring other people in. So that's a really good thing. That's the stage that you want to be at, and you have to go through a whole bunch of tests and experiments and whatnot to get to that stage, but here we are. So we'll see how this plays out. I do need to be brief because apparently another thing that I've learned, and I'm sharing this journey here, just in case it helps other people. When you post a video to Facebook, it automatically, there's a setting, I guess I said it a long time ago, that automatically puts it over on Threads and Instagram. And for some weird reason, unknown to me, on Threads, I picked up like 12,000 followers overnight. And it's like, okay. I'm pretty sure a lot of them are bots or scammers or whatever, but it's interesting because when you get past a certain number, then other people notice you and they start coming in. So I'm being followed by more real accounts as a result of that. So like I say, right now it's just noise, but it's interesting and I'm choosing noise. So there you go. Anyway, but what I have to do is I have to keep the video short, because if the video goes over 5 minutes, then it doesn't get posted. So I learned that the hard way. And then as an experiment, I also post this up on YouTube. And as an experiment, I put it on as a YouTube video on Threads, and it went absolutely nowhere. So I'm typically getting about 750, around 750 likes and a couple hundred shares per video on Threads, and yet the YouTube video got like 4 likes. Okay, the algorithm really doesn't like it if it doesn't own the content. So there you go. So that's just for what it's worth. That's a fairly good test. A lot of people have said that, but when you see the results for yourself, how dramatic they are, it's like, oh, okay. I have my own issues with that, but it doesn't matter. You got to deal with what is rather than what you would like things to be. So that's the main thing. The other thing, again, while we're in this, events are, not well attended yet. They will be, based on the feedback that we're getting. So you got to go through that doldrum phase. And the thing I want to point out is I see a lot of people make this mistake, if you will, in that if the event is not well attended, they focus on the people that are not in the room and complain about the non-attendance. I want you to flip that and pay attention to the people in the room. They are the luckiest people in the room tonight. And when you pay attention to the people that have showed up, because they've showed up for you and you need to show up for them. So that's a little micro lesson for you, for what it's worth. All right, I have got to run because we're about to pass the 5-minute mark, so we will see you tomorrow.